we've done better with far worse in Rysdale Drowsy. Let me say that.
Well, I do have to remind you that over the last 2 months, every game that I've watched, you've not done well, and every game that I haven't watched, you've done really well. So we'll see if the luck changes when I'm actually on the stream.
All right, this is fine.
Yeah.
So we have. I mean, this is kind of a dead card for a while. We have two
Right.
Glory Seekers, and if we hit a land, we can get Survival Cash. And with two Glory Seekers, we're almost certainly going to draw off of it. So
Yep.
I say we keep
I think
this.
that's keep.
Keeping a 2-land hand, sometimes you get punished, but
But at least we've got a couple things that you can do. From
exactly.
it.
Oh, nice. And let's just hit that. I say we just fire off that Ancient Strings right away.
Yep. Get another land.
Yep. That's why I really like this card. Okay. I guess I could have ordered those, but oh well. I don't think we'll get that far. Okay, so blue-white is the Levelers deck. Hey,
Yeah.
that's the guard I was talking about that I don't think is that great. However,
So
it does
expensive.
do a really good job against us. Because,
Yeah.
two toughness creatures do not do well against that. But we're still going to get, unless you play something else, we'll still get Survival Cash. We'll get to cash it in. Haha. Yeah, because it costs 4 to level up, which I think is why that card isn't the best. But
Right.
it's pretty good against our deck. This card, on the other hand, I think is fantastic. So it's an 0-3 starting off, and then but as you put 2 more mana into it, it's an 0-6, which stops pretty much everything.
Right.
And then and then eventually it just becomes a 6-6, which just kills anybody. All right, so I think here we have to Survival Cash.
Sure.
Just because I want to make sure we get the cards off of it. Nice Vengevine. That'll come in handy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
because
for
we can
next
actually
turn.
play that next turn.
Mm-hmm.
Though if he spends his turn leveling up the Outrider, then we won't be able to attack like properly with it. Oh, that's brutal. Yeah, so now he gets 2 counters. So now it's going to be a 2/6 Vigilance.
Yikes.
Yeah. And then that was pretty good for him. We will be able to play the Vengevine and double block the Outrider, and then get the Outrider back by playing Caravan Escort and Glory Seeker if we get a Plains. So it's not the end of the world, but that was a good little sequence for him. Yeah, so the Outrider is bad because of how expensive its level up is. However, if you're just going to get the level up
Right,
off of
get 2
Venerated
free level
Teacher,
ups.
I mean, that was 8 mana right there. Let's see if we get some more cards. But I think we just play the Vengevine here.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we did not get a Plains, but now if our Vengevine dies, we can play Preserver and Glory Seeker and get it back. So this might disincentivize him to attack. He might just hang back for a while. It's funny. This is actually my second foil Vengevine, and when I opened it the first time, it was when it was like being played in Standard. It was like a $60 card. It was great. Yeah, so no attacks there because you would just
Right.
block.
Yeah. No point.
Yeah, so unfortunately our plan is to wait on Artisan and Kozilek. Okay, so we can double block here. He could have a trick, but honestly I think we kind of want him to use a trick.
Mm-hmm. Because we're only going to lose a Glory Seeker. most
Right.
likely.
Exactly. And maybe, I mean, if we get this out of the way, that's great for us. I'm pretty sure he has a trick here, but I think that's also pretty good for us. Yeah, Puncturing Light would be my guess. Or, oh, Eel Umbra. Okay. Yeah, so that's just it's an Umbra, or it's an Aura that has Flash. And he decided to kill the, that's interesting. He decided to kill the Oh, that's such a good card. That's like one of my favorite cards in this set. So he decided to kill the Vengevine, which with a hand like this, I don't think I could agree with that play. But all right, so now we have options. We can Spore Cap Spider, which gets in the way of his Outrider,
Mm-hmm.
and then play Preserver, which then also gets back our Vengevine. Or I guess, yeah, no, we could play Glory Seeker, which is probably better. Or we could Caravan Escort, and then be ready to start leveling that up. Maybe let's grab the Caravan Escort, actually.
Yeah.
Just because we can't level it this turn, but it's less mana efficient, I suppose.
Well, we might as well get the Glory Seeker, then get the most out of it.
Yeah. Plus, maybe next time we can Stomper Cub and Caravan Escort, whereas we couldn't do that with some of the other things. Yeah, so this card, I don't know if you've seen it. It's a leveler that it costs 2 to level up, and for the first 2 levels, you tap it to draw a card, then discard a card, and then at the 3rd level, it just draws a card.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is going pretty badly for us.
Right.
Not going to lie, but he has a really good deck apart from this Outrider. And I don't really like Eel Lumber either, but it creamed us, so who am I to judge? Yeah, so eventually, I mean, our plan was to eventually get to Artisan of Kozilek. This Enclave Cryptologist is kind of going to value us out before we can get there, unfortunately. So we really need removal, and we don't have a whole lot of removal that deals with that guy, unfortunately. Heat Ray. We still need our mountain. Okay, 5 mana. 4 more to go. He's deciding what to discard here. Frostwind Invoker. That's not a good... Oh, I guess... Okay, because we have something with reach that could block that.
Right.
I wouldn't mind our Invoker. I forgot about that. That'd be helpful.
Yeah.
Alright, more mana. So if we're going to... so I think we could just drop the Caravan Escort and start leveling it.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Otherwise, we could attack with a Vengevine, see if he blocks, and then get it back. But with a Stomper Cub. But, like, Stomper Cub doesn't do anything here. I think just getting this guy up there and... Eventually, like... Oh, yeah, because, yeah, you can just block the... this is a bummer.
Well, slowing it down is decent for us right now, if we can find a way to get rid of that.
Yeah. It's funny, and I mean the good news is most spells that we can draw are good for us. Yeah, but now he just draws a card draws 2 cards every turn, which is pretty hard to beat. And unfortunately, I mean green-white just does not have tools to deal with that card, unfortunately.
Right.
Ooh, that's an interesting card for him to be playing. So whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, you can put a charge counter on it. Whenever it deals combat damage, you can draw X, where X is the number of charge counters on it. It's in the right deck, it can be a fantastic card. This is not usually the right deck for it.
Right.
Ooh, Snake Umbric. Does that do anything? Snake... No.
It gives it... What's the buff on it again?
+1/+1, and whenever it deals combat damage, you can draw a card.
Yeah.
I think we just keep playing stuff out.
Yeah.
Or I guess we can level this thing. Let's do that instead. Yeah, because we can get 6/6, but that 6/6 for a strike, but the Outrider gets in the way of that.
Right.
Bummer. Although it will eventually be able to stop the Halimar Wave Watcher. Yeah, we're kind of just at a standoff here, but we're at a standoff where he's drawing 2 cards every turn.
Yeah,
which is not exactly a standoff that I want to be at. We're at 6 mana, so 3 more to go for the Artisan. Draw your card. Oh, yeah, okay. So Distortion Strike is one of the cards that can trigger that guy. But, like, I don't know. It's that card's not... whatever. So he's going to draw even more cards here, which, like... So, yeah, Distortion Strike... There's, like, a red-blue deck, which I really like, that uses, like, Distortion Strike, and then there's a card that called Kiln Fiend that gets buffed when you cast instants and sorceries. And, like, you can just use that to deal, like, 6 damage that's unblockable. Or, I mean... I don't think that in his deck that's a great card for him, but oh god. Yeah, that card's just going to kill us. So white, target creature gains indestructible until end of turn. And unfortunately... Oh, there's a Crusher. So that gives us something to shoot
closer
for.
To that.
But I think we have to put Snake Umbra on the Spore Cap Spider just so we can block that. Yeah. Yikes.
What's the active on the Preserver again?
White, target creature gains indestructible until end.
Oh, no. Our Tajuru Preserver.
Oh, no, it's spells and abilities your opponents control can't cause you to sacrifice permanents.
Okay. So not too much use.
No, it's mainly against Eldrazi. I think we might as well play it out, though.
Right, that's kind of what I'm thinking. But...
That's a bummer. Yeah, we needed him not to have this kind of top end. So if we go land, we can get Crusher, attack. Yeah, I mean.
Well, or we've got other ways of getting land in our deck.
Yeah. No, it's just him drawing, like he's just drawing so many cards.
Well, no, I understand.
Yeah. Like he's probably going to have removal for our Crusher, unfortunately. And a lot of the blue-white removal is stuff that doesn't kill it. Because, like, you know, if we go Crusher, he removes it, then we play Kozilek and get it back. Yeah, like, that's an okay sequence for us, but... Yeah, he's going to have 6 cards in his hand. Yikes. Again, without this card, though, that Distortion Strike doesn't really do a whole lot for him, and without Distortion Strike, that card doesn't really do a whole lot for him, so...
Yeah, it happened to pay off for him here.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately now he's going to start putting pressure on us with this Wave Watcher that we're just going to have to start chumping. Boy. Well, one more and then we can crush her. Right? Yeah, 'cause we have 7.
You can at least get out the Stomper Cub, I suppose.
Oh, I was going to hold on to it, just because we can chump with the Vengevine.
Oh, yeah, and then you were hoping for a G-Spell. Yeah, that's smart. We didn't really need it right now anyway.
Yeah, I probably should have held on to the Preserver for the same reason, but... Yeah, I mean, this deck can grind, but we can't grind against card advantage like that.
Right.
Maybe he'll deck himself.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm hoping.
Wow, yeah. Seagate Oracle, more cards he's looking at. Yeah, so this one, I like this one. It's a 1/3 for 3 that you look at the top 2 cards of your library, you put one in your hand and the other at the bottom of your library. So it just kind of,
Yeah.
Not that he needs more cards right now, but...
Yeah, but he can choose which ones.
It's nice. It holds on the ground. Okay. We just block with the Sport Cap Spider. He might have a trick.
Yeah.
But what can you do?
Exactly at this point.
Another Eel Umbra? Wow, this guy loves his Eel Umbras. They're not that great.
Yeah. It's working right now, but it seems
Yeah.
kind of expensive for what it is.
Well, I mean, yeah, exactly. I don't know.
Like I said, it's an enchantment, not just an instant.
Yeah.
But
Okay, that's really bad for him. But then he didn't need to use that Eel Umbra. So this is whenever it attacks, he can tap or untap target permanent. So he could have just kept our Spore Cap Spider tapped.
Right.
And not had to use his trick.
That's kind of funny.
Hey, Growth Spasm. So next turn we can crush her, but I think it's too late.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, but let's grab the mountain. Maybe we can...
Oh, yeah. You never know. If we might draw that, we can take something out.
Smite would also have been helpful. I forgot about that card. Yeah, that card is just so brutal for against us.
Yep.
Yeah, he's drawn 6 more cards than we have. Oh, I guess 5 because we had the. Okay, yeah, that's so all of his.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, again, that's not a great card. Like his deck, he has a bunch of levelers, but I don't think he has enough to justify that card.
Right.
But I'm just gonna concede here. I don't think we have any outs to that, and I don't want to show him more cards.
Okay.
Plus, we're also down on time, so okay.
Yep.
So Naturalize is definitely coming in. I think we can lose one of these Glory Seekers. He has lots of stuff that blocks it.
What else?
Goblin Arsonist can kill his.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about that one.
But the thing is,
But
it's
it has
only
to
one
die.
card, and if he doesn't draw it and we do, we're pretty sad.
Yeah. Well, and we need a mountain.
Right. I think we have to run it back. I don't think we have anything else. Yeah, I don't think Arsonist is... Yeah. We didn't see any of our undo giants. That's kind of funny. It wouldn't have really helped us, but...
Unlikely. Well, it might have gotten us previous turn, but... Well, that heat ray is not really helping us much right now.
Survival Cache does give us 2 extra cards. Yeah, I don't know if we can keep this. The problem is, I mean, it is 2 extra cards. Like, so unless, like, what did he have that's early that would have kept us from drawing off a Survival Cache?
Not much. I mean, he got the 2/2 early.
Yeah, but that was on turn 3. I'm gonna keep it. This is a not good keep, but there's sixes. There's definitely 6s that are worse than this. Like the heat ray looks bad, but like we.
Well, yeah. I
have
mean, if we
tons
happen
of
to
fixing.
get right,
and having access to it against his deck is pretty important, I think, because he can sink a lot of mana into a leveler, and then we just blow it up. Okay. Yep, that's one of the cards that stops us from drawing off a Survival Cache. That is brutal. On the other hand, Vengevine is nice. It's a nice pickup. Yeah, so I think now we have to hold on to the Survival Cache, unfortunately. Unless he doesn't level here. Yeah, so we have to hope he plays another creature here.
he plays another.
Oh,
yeah.
he didn't level it.
Oh. Well, that's good.
Yeah. Okay. Alright, so now we have to decide. Oh, Overgrown Battlements.
Or the defender.
Yeah, okay, so Survival Cache would draw us a card, put us up to 21 life, and then he hits us for 3. Yeah, so we wouldn't draw both cards. So I think what we do is we drop the Overgrown Battlements, and then next turn we'll drop the Vengevine on him. Because I don't think playing Survival Cache if you're not going to...
Right, I mean, we get one, but not both.
Exactly. I don't think it's
We'd
worth
get
it.
one card and put us back.
And I think with Vengevine, we're going to have opportunities to get ahead of him in life. I think. Oh, he got his other color. Of course. Wow. That's so brutal. Okay, he only attacks with the 1. Oh, man. That curve, though. Alright,
What?
okay.
We didn't block?
It flies.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
when
see.
it's
I missed
level
that
2,
on
it
the-
flies.
Yep. I
Okay,
see.
so now we can Nest Invader and play Vengevine, which is kind of nice. Because we play 2 for Nest Invader, sack 1 of the counters, and use Overgrown Battlement to get back up to 4. Let's do that.
Yeah.
I think we have to put some pressure on him, so... And the Snake Umbra might be able to come in and help us out here. Man, that... And the third color, he probably has the Nakana Reverent, which I don't know if, yeah. I guess he could also be splashing for Vendetta. Okay. Interesting. So we can block here, trade off our... I think we trade off the Nest Invader for the Venerate Teacher.
Yeah.
Try and preserve some life so that we can hopefully fire off this Survival Cache eventually. Now the question will be next turn, do we Snake Umbra and get a card? But then his Caravan Escort's just going to get in the way for all future turns.
I mean, we could consider survival caching. I suppose we'd get, but you're right. We'd only get 1 card off of it.
Well, I was thinking Snake Umbra. So because then we'd hit him for 5 and draw a card.
Mm-hmm.
I actually kind of like that play because then he can't attack us with the Caravan Escort unless he has another creature that can block. Yeah, I like this. They can block the Vengevine, and we get a card either way, so it's kind of nice. Actually, we can survival cache here too, but then we wouldn't be able to block. If for some reason he blocks here, we definitely want a survival cache, but he did not. Oh, Glory Seeker. Perfect. Sort of.
Yeah.
See, he keeps having the black first, which always weirds me out. Because I'm like, oh, what's he have the black for? And then he just plays something that doesn't need black.
Nothing.
So Smite would be good. That card is not... I mean, I'm sure he has the Distortion Strike. Alright, so he's hitting us for 2. And holding back the... Yeah, so I think the Snake Ember was a good play here. Because then, yeah, he doesn't... Oh, nice! Smite! Okay, so that destroys target blocked creature.
Fortunately, we don't have a way of blocking.
Well, yeah. I mean, not the flyer, no.
Yeah.
I think we survival cast.
Survival cast, yeah.
And so he's going to level this and hit us for 4. So then we'll be at... Yeah, I think that's good, though. Yeah. Because so we draw a card here, we go up to 15, he knocks us down to 11, and then we gain 2 more life and draw another card. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Unless he has Distortion Strike. In which case, whatever. But, okay.
Yeah, but I don't think holding it forever helps.
Right. And I was hoping to get a planes there, but we did not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright. Of course. Of course. I mean, yeah. What can you do? Yeah, so now we don't draw the other card.
Right.
And he draws one card now and 2 cards later. He still doesn't want to level up that... Why couldn't he have made this? Oh, it's 3 to level. So brutal. Oh wait, we still draw... Oh yeah, because he didn't level. Okay. Yeah, so we still do get to draw.
Well, that's funny considering he knew that was going to happen.
Well, he couldn't have leveled End Distortion Strike.
Sure.
So I was doing the math that he was getting in with this for 4.
Right.
Where's our Sport Cap Spiders? Maybe we should have put a second one in. I didn't know we had this many flyers.
Well, he didn't show that many last game. Just the one.
Just the... Well...
Or two with...
Angel. Oh, there's the Sport Cap Spider. Ask and you shall receive. So I think we play that. Hold up Smite.
Yep.
2, 3... So we're at 7. So one more land and we get the Crusher.
Yep. And then as soon as we get a Mountains...
Oh yeah. He gets to draw 2 cards though. Brutal. Yeah, so like Distortion Strike looks really good, but the thing is that doing damage to your opponent only helps when it's the last damage. It's like normally you need, it's great in like an aggressive deck or something that can just do an obscene amount of damage, but normally it's not a card that you run except when you... Okay, so we can smite one of these. I think I'd rather kill this.
Yeah, to stop it from being a 4/4 in the future.
Yep. He might, and if he has the Eel Umbra, he can save it here. Because then, but you'd lose the Eel Umbra. Which he has it. Which, again, like, okay, so that's vaguely good, but like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess it blanks our removal, but there's not that much removal in this set. No. I mean, I shouldn't talk trash about a guy who's beating the crap out of us.
Beating
but,
us.
like, I just don't feel like those. Like, I don't tend to run that card. All right. Ugh. Well, I guess we weren't winning the long game anyways, but. Yay! Sort of. So we can at least...
For next turn.
Yeah, but I don't think we survived long enough to...
No.
Do anything relevant. Although, wait, now we can get
grab a mountain.
Now we can get the mountain and Heat Ray.
Yep.
Okay, that's actually great then. Yeah, so now we grab the mountain and then... oh, it comes into play tapped. I forgot about that. Rats. Okay. He could spend his entire turn leveling that up, which I would love. Okay, he didn't. Yeah, so one of the best cards ever printed is called Ancestral Recall, and it's blue mana, draw 3 cards. And with the with the Distortion Strike and the Spellblade, he casts that card becomes Ancestral Recall that also deals 4 damage. But if he only has half of that. Okay, great. So he's not going to do he's only going to do 2 to us this turn. So, but unfortunately we can't crush her next turn. We have to hold up Heat Ray. Another giant. So I think we want a Heat Ray for 3 on this guy. So we need to hold 4 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4.
So we can still play the Undo Giant with the Overgrown.
Yeah, let's do that.
Or, well...
What's up?
We should have used one of the regular lands. It makes it a little bit more obvious that we're doing something.
What do you mean use one of the regular lands? Oh, I see.
As opposed to the wall.
Yeah, sure. Probably correct. That stupid caravan. See, and this is the good thing about levelers. They just outclass our stupid creatures pretty quickly.
Yeah.
What's he doing here?
Well, it helped that we were a little bit slow, so that way he was able...
It's true. Battery teacher? Sure. Alright. So now is when we have to burn-nate him. We're gonna do it for 3 so that we kill it even with I think if he has another eel umber, we're still dead anyways, but I think I'd have to do the math, but I don't want to be depressed by math right now. Yeah, he has it. Wow. I mean, maybe that card's a card, and maybe I undervalued it. Yep, so we just don't get there. Like...
Yep.
Because he's hitting us for 4 in the air no matter what. At least, I guess he killed us if we didn't do that, like, this turn.
Yeah, that's true.
But, a little bit depressing.
But, I mean, we'll get the Crusher out and then never get to attack.
Alright, so he wins. Because he kills our... Yeah.
Yep.
That's what he was splashing for, which, that's a good splash. Okay, and 2 people dropped, which is